Hello and welcome to Grow Up on Purpose with Tamika. I just want to welcome you today, and I'm only going to be on for a few minutes today. I'm actually listening to my song Surface. This is one song that makes me happy, so only you can make me happy. So we're going to grow up on purpose with Tamika on today. So today I just want to shoot out a word. First of all, I want to thank everyone who's purchased my new book, Grow Up on Purpose. I just want to thank everyone who purchased this wonderful tool, which is an extension of my company, Grow Up Empowerment Life Coaching. And also, thank you for purchasing the journal. The journal actually came out, and this is another wonderful tool that you can use to answer the prompt questions that's in the journal, or you could simply free write whatever you want to write to free your mind. The whole objective of writing the journal is to or creating the journal is to just for everyone to gain mental freedom, to relieve your mind of any anxiety, anything that's cluttering your mind, is stopping you from being the best version of yourself. So that's what Grow Up on Purpose is really all about. It's about growing up, making a conscious decision to intentionally improve your life and do what's necessary for you, not for everyone else, but for you. So Grow Up on Purpose with Tamika. Again, we talk about basically growing up. In every area of your life. So I just want to come on here today, and this video is not going to be long because most of my videos are like 30 minutes, but this video is going to be really short because I just want to send out a word for somebody on today to keep going. Do not give up. In the midst of what you're seeing happening in the world, in the midst of what the distractions that's going on internally and externally, I just want to encourage you to keep going, keep moving, keep working on your dreams, keep working on your goals, keep setting goals, keep executing your goals, because in due season, you will reap a harvest. You will see the product of what that is that you've been working on, whatever it is that you've been working for. You will reap, you will see the benefits. So but everything that you see produced, it takes hard work. So I know some of you may be saying that you have to stay up late at night, writing papers. I know me, I'm working on my doctorate degree, and I'm actually a teacher by day. And so we're doing grades, we're calling parents, I'm reading papers, I'm grading papers, I'm teaching lessons. But then at the end of the day, after I finish imparting and everybody else, I want to make sure that I'm fulfilling what it is that I need to do for myself. So that means that some nights I've been working late, writing 12 to 20 page papers to finish my doctorate degree. I've been staying up late reading 1,000-page books needed to take the online test to complete a course for my doctorate degree. So whatever, our hard work, know that our hard work will pay off. Our current situation is not our final destination. So if we keep the vision in front of us, that's why I said let's grow up on purpose. Be intentional about growing up. Be intentional about setting goals and focusing on those goals, even in the midst of hardship, even in the midst of everything that's going on in the world. I know we are being bombarded with all types of news, information in regards to the coronavirus, people dying from the coronavirus, people being laid off of their jobs. Even if you were one who was laid off during this pandemic, to now is there's no other time like now to work on yourself. Work on those goals that you want to do, the dreams that you held on to for so long. It's time to work on those things. Don't give up. Whatever you do, do not give up. If it takes for you to have to journal all night, journal your way through your purpose. I mean, write the vision, make it plain. Whatever you do, do not give up. And I know right now, all of us, a lot of us, are being faced with so many things, but do not give up. There's no time like today or now, this season, period, that you should be working on your goals. Some of us been at jobs, some of us work jobs, sewn into so many other people that we have not focused on ourselves. So whatever you do, whatever you're dealing with, finances, financial issues, um, emotional, mental, take time out to rest. Take time out to focus on yourself. But whatever you do, do not give up. Now is not the time to give up. Now is the time to work hard like never before to see our goals come into fruition. Some of us are working 9 to 5, yet we are getting off of work and we're working on our plans. We're working on our visions. We're working on our companies. We're putting in the work. We're seeing clients. I'm actually filming this video before a meeting with my job, as well as a few clients that I have after work. After work, but this is the hard work that we need to put in. So, and if we look at long term, we won't have to put in so much work if we will be faithful right where we are. Now is the time for us to be faithful and totally committed to succeeding. I know a lot of people come into my office and they say they want to move to the next level. But one thing I tell them that, in order for you to move to the next level, you have to make up your mind to be totally committed to growing up on purpose, totally committed to executing and setting goals, setting goals and executing your goals. Again, it makes no sense to set goals. It makes no sense to write plans of actions if you don't plan on working on them. So I just wanted to encourage you. I just want to get I just want to get on the channel and say, now is not the time to give up. Even if you have to take a rest for a while, and get back about your business. And so I'm going to actually end this video sooner than I usually end. But again, I want to thank everybody I want to thank all of my clients who have trusted in me to help move them to the next level. I've had great success stories. So I just want to thank every client. If you're watching, I just want to thank you for trusting me to to provide your coaching needs for you, your spiritual needs for you. I just want to thank everyone who entrusts their purpose and trust their goals with me, allowing me to help you reach the next level, allowing me to coach you to where you want to be in your life. And so I just thank you for the opportunity. As well as I want to thank everyone who purchased my book, Grow Up on Purpose. This book is an extension of my business. You can read it in the back. My bench of my business, my Grow Up Empowerment Life Coaching LLC. This book is an extension because not everybody can hire a life coach. Not everybody has the time to see me, even though I take clients virtually as well. Not everyone has the time or the opportunity. But inside this book is wonderful resources, wonderful tools that I teach my client and that I myself live by. These are wonderful tools. If you get this book, actually apply the tools that I teach in this book, and you will see a shift. You will see a change in your life, but you have to put in the work. This is a self-help book, self-help book. So that means you have to actually put in the work. Use the tools that I actually share. Again, I mentioned in here, this book is a 21-day journey. I first start off the book with my philosophy on advancing on purpose. What does it mean to me to advance on purpose? First of all, it means to identify my purpose. It means to identify what I was created to do. And as so many, I say so many times to my clients and to everyone, that my spirituality is who what I lean on to identify who I am and who I was created to be. And so I strive daily and to walk into my purpose, walk in my purpose, no matter what. And so that means through the hard times, through the good times, through the bad times, I make it made up in my mind that I know that I'm on purpose and that my current situation is not my final destination. So I'm on purpose. I'm on purpose. I walk on purpose. And this is the reason. It was a lifetime. It took a lifetime for me to identify who I am. And so when I coach people, I'm coaching based upon experience. The tools that I put in this book, I have to use it myself, and I still have to use it myself. Sometimes I have to go back and say, okay, what strategy do I need to use? Because today is very stressful, and it's easy for us to revert back to a negative way of thinking. And so sometimes I have to tell myself, I see how things are looking externally, and so I have to even coach myself into thinking positive in regards to situations that seem hopeless. You know what I'm saying? And so even in my current situations, I still have to use the tools and the strategies that I encourage other people to use. And so yeah, this book is not made up stuff that I'm telling you to do that I have not done myself. These are tools that I use myself. And I even still read my book. My son said to me last night, he said, Mama, why you reading your book? You wrote that book. Because the tools that I write in this book, guess what? They good for me too. I use it too. And so I start off with my philosophy, but then I take you guys on a 21 day journey to eradicating negative thinking. How many of you know that? Again, I know I said I was going to be in here for a minute, but how many of you know that it's that negative thinking that drains you? It's that negative thinking that wears you down. It's that negative thinking that stops you from being the best version of yourself. You could be having a good day and then somebody just plant this negative seed and it just turns your day all the way around. But guess what? We have to make up in our mind that despite the negative people that we may encounter on a day, or despite the negative people that we even may live with, we have to make up in our mind that we're going to grow up on purpose intentionally. We're going to be the light that we want everybody to see in the world. We're going to be the light to change the world. Guess what? It's one of my favorite quotes from Tupac Shakur is that he said, I'm not saying I'm going to change the world. He said, but I guarantee that I sparked the very brain that changed the world. Now that is what purpose is all about. It's not even all about us. It's about living our best version so we can help somebody else live out their best version. And as we're helping them live out their best version, they're helping somebody else. Guess what? That's how we change the world, one person at a time. Growing up on purpose, being intentional, thinking positive, making light of bad situations. How many of you know that in every bad situation you can produce something good? You heard the saying, and scripture teaches what the devil meant for evil, God will make it work for our good. He will get the glory out of it. He will make it work for our good. And so I take you on a 21-day journey to growing up on purpose, eradicating negative thinking, those thoughts that we have been so familiar with. Even in this on a 21-day journey, I even discussed in the book metacognition is where it's where you're becoming aware of your own thoughts. How many of us know our own thought patterns? So when things happen, do we revert to something negative, pessimistic, or are we optimistic when we hear any type of news, bad news, good news? Where do our brain usually take us? And so most of the time, when people need to change their way of their thinking, when they hear something even good, they revert to something like, what do they have up their sleeve? They're not trusting people. And so we can change the way we think, the same way we change our eating habits and our behavior. Guess what? None of that would change until you change the way you think. And guess what? If you make up your mind on purpose to change the way you think, you change the rest of your life. Once you change your mind, the rest of your life, your mind is like the steering wheel to your life. Your mind, I'm going to say that again. Your mind is the steering wheel to your life. As you think, so will you be. That's what the word of God said too. He said, as a man thinketh, so is he. That's real life. That's real life. There's no way you can live a positive life and have a negative attitude and a negative mind. As you think, the things you think about, you eventually say, and the things you say, you eventually do. And that the things you do becomes your behavior pattern, your reputation, your character, who you are. And so we can, you know what? Some of us may have lived a negative life, had a negative way thinking because of things that's happened to us, which probably we had no control of. But guess what? You do have control of your life now. You make up in your mind that you will no longer let your past, you will no longer allow what people have done to you, your life situations, how you were brought up, how you lived. Because guess what? We all have a story to tell. But guess what? We can change the world by first changing ourselves. One of my favorite Michael Jackson songs is Man in the Mirror. He said, I want to make a change. But guess what? If I want to make a change, I have to start with myself. Guess what? You have to be the change agent. You have to be the change that you want to see. So what does that mean? That means that we got work to do. That means that we can't give up in the midst of trials. We can't give up when things look hard. Guess what? The ones that you see succeeded, guess what? The only difference between them and a successful person and a person who we deem to fail is that one gave up and one didn't. That's the only difference. You know what I'm saying? And so we go on a 21-day journey to growing up on purpose. And then guess what? This book won't work for you if you don't use the tools that's in it. So you can have the book. I thank you for buying the book. But if you really want a transformation to take place, I encourage you to actually utilize the tools that I teach in this book. And so then I go on to talk about identifying your purpose. I give you prompt questions to identify your purpose. And also the tools in here are some adjectives. There's an activity that I oftentimes have my clients and my students use. I say, give me 10 adjectives to describe yourself. I'm gonna ask you guys, can you come up with 10 adjectives, two positive words to describe yourself? And most of the time, people have a very difficult time with coming up with positive words to say about themselves. So try that activity. 10 words, to positive words, 10 adjectives to describe who you are, you know. And another tool, and then I have a goal setting tool in here, goal setting tool. Practice setting goals and then work on it. Set one goal in here. You can actually write it, copy it, whatever you need to do. Set a goal and then follow the instructions and then work towards it and see how it makes you feel. How many of you know when you begin to go back and check off your goal list, when you make your vision, you write your goals and you begin to go back and revisit your goals and you check off some things, that make you feel good about yourself. Guess what? To see yourself moving and progressing, that makes you feel good about yourself. Guess what? Everything about you becomes just happy. And then I have some affirmations that I oftentimes use, like your wealth. Your purpose is your wealth. Everybody out here trying to get rich. Everybody out here want a lot of money. But your purpose is your wealth. When you find out who you are and what you were created to do, guess what? Your gift's gonna make room for you. Your purpose is gonna make room for you. So I challenge you today to grow up on purpose. So again, I want to thank everybody for purchasing this book. And if you have not purchased this book, find me on Facebook, Tamika Johnson, or you can find me at Grow Up Empowerment Life Coaching LLC and inbox me for an autograph copy as well. You can also visit my web. It's dark in here. I didn't turn the lights on because I didn't want to turn the lights on. I was chilling. So you can actually or visit my website at www.growupempowerment.com. And there's a link on there under resources or something where you can actually purchase the book on Amazon. Or again, you can find me on Instagram at tamika.johnson.10 or at Grow Up Empowerment on Instagram. And you can inbox me and purchase autograph copy and I'll mail it off to you or have someone mail it off to you. And also not only the book, but the journal as well. It looked just like the book. It's made in a different texture, but and it has a journal. And inside the journal, it has prompt questions, like you can see. I don't know if you see them, prompt questions, and then there's space for you to actually write your answers or just free write. You know, you don't have to use these prompt questions, but it's a great tool. I write, the reason why we journal. Journaling helps to solve mental conflict easier. It's also a stress reliever and helps eradicate anxieties. Journaling helps you to sort out and process your mental thoughts with the objective of gaining mental freedom. Enjoy this space to freely write your heart's desire or answer the prompt questions. My sole purpose is to coach you into growing up on purpose. So if you have not got a copy of the book and the journal, feel free to inbox me on any of my social media platforms. Again, my website is www.growupempowerment, or you can purchase it. Both of them are available on Amazon.com. Again, I got on today to encourage you guys. I know I said I wasn't going to be on here that long, but I am. And so I want to encourage you, you guys to not to give up. Work hard on your goals, on your dreams. If you have to rest for a while, do so with the intentions of getting back rejuvenated and revitalized to get back on purpose. Do not give up in the midst of your dreams. Even if it seemed difficult, it seemed hard, even if it feels like you don't have the support you need, guess what? God is going to send the support that you need at the right time. Right now, build your foundation. Get your outside work in order. Then build your house. Get your foundation laid, and then God will send the support. He will send the clients. He will send everything you need at the right time. Do not rush the process. Do not rush the process. I'm loving what I'm seeing on social media. I'm loving what I'm seeing in my personal life. People are, people that have been working jobs for years. They are stepping out on faith. They're building businesses. They're writing books, and they're living the best life that they can during this time. And that's what I want to encourage you all to do. Don't give up right now. I know, even though it seems hard, even though money might be funny, whatever you're enduring right now, do not give up. Whatever you do not give up. Again, I want to let you guys know that I am Coach Tamika. I am Minister Tamika, or I am simply Tamika. And I would love for you guys to actually to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Grow Up on Purpose with Tamika. Share, subscribe, spread the news. I am accepting clients, new clients globally, because I do a lot of virtue coaching, so as well. So I coach couples, I coach companies, organizations. I even minister the word of God. I'm also a minister, so I travel to minister, but a lot of things I've been doing now is online. So I thank God for just even creating a realm in the bush where I'm able to also do the will of God. Even as a coach, I'm still able to spread the word of God. I'm still able to encourage people to be the best that they can be. That's my purpose. Life coaching is my purpose. I believe that everything that I've been a teacher for 19 years. I started off in Christian education, so I was a Christian teacher. I worked at a Christian school, I'll say, for 13 years, and then I went into the public sector. But guess what? Everything that I did, God was creating me for this business. He was creating me to coach, to be a light worker, to encourage other people to be the best version that they can be. So everything that I've done in my career, and know that everything you've done, everything you've endured is for such a time as this. If I didn't spend 19 years as a teacher, I wouldn't know how to plan lessons for my clients. I wouldn't know how to speak in a way that I speak when I even pastor, creating lesson plans and all of those things, and speaking in front of my classroom. And my students for so many years have given me the public relations and the public speaking that I've needed to do the work that I'm doing now. So know that everything that you're doing, everything that God has allowed you to do in the past is creating you for your future. So I'll say this, don't give up. And I'm going to say this too. If you don't like where you are in life, if you don't like the place that you are in life, guess what? Prepare to go somewhere else. Prepare for your future. You're not preparing for your right now. You're preparing for your future. And so guess what? Don't give up in the midst of it all. Do not give up. And I want to thank you for watching again with me this week. Grow Up on Purpose with Tamika. Again, share, subscribe, and like my YouTube channel. Thank you, and God bless.